All right, so we're going to discuss different types of e-commerce models even further, all right? So we're really going to break this down. So you essentially have three systems that you can choose from. We already talked about dropshipping in the last video and print on demand. However, we're going to throw one into the mix that you should know about, but we're not going to be talking about it at all inside of this mini course, which is white labeling, okay? So again, they all have their pros and cons, and I'm going to give you examples of each one. So dropshipping, it doesn't require you to hold any inventory, which is really, really good, meaning that you can have any amount of products in your store. And guess what? You'll never have to have any in your home, in your apartment, maybe in your office, wherever you would have stuff just kind of floating around. So it doesn't require you to hold any inventory. Now, the negative side about the drop shipping model is these products are cheap, yes. So essentially meaning that it costs you very little to actually get these products. But the shipping time, because it's coming from China, can be up to 3 weeks. So typically 10 to 14 days on average, but it could be up to 3 weeks, up to 21 days, okay, for the user, the end customer to receive their product, which again is a flaw of the system. Now, the biggest place to find suppliers is actually AliExpress.com. Now, you're limited with what types of products you can have customization wise compared to print on demand. And I'll show you that in just a few minutes. Now, drop shipping allows you to scale super fast since you have thousands of pre-made products at your disposal. Okay, so kind of get that through your mind right now is that AliExpress, and once we go in and really dive into this, I'm going to show you how many products you actually have at your disposal. And print on demand is a completely different model. All right, so print on demand doesn't require you to hold any inventory at all, just like drop shipping. However, the shipping time takes 3 to 4 days compared to 2 to 3 weeks to get to your customer, which is a very big plus and definitely something that makes print on demand even better than drop shipping. It's also super easy to make a lot of money with, and it's very easy to make a lot of money with this particular model because of the targeting and how easy it is to create designs around who you want to target. So you have to hire a designer for around $5 to $10 per design to create a new campaign every time you want to launch a new product, which is the con about print on demand. However, if you know that your $5 design can be turned into a $50,000 campaign, is it really a negative at that point? No, probably not. So print on demand, you can scale even faster than drop shipping, but products have a shorter shelf life than drop shipping. So what does that mean exactly? That means that your campaign might make, let's just say, I've seen this happen over and over. It's happened to a few of my companies as well that I've been a partner in. Essentially what happens is these campaigns, they'll last for 2 to 3 weeks, but these 2 to 3 week campaigns might make $100,000 to $250,000 in revenue with around 40%, 35% profit margin. So essentially you're making a lot of money, but they fade out, right? They fade out because your audiences might be too small. Your particular targeting just doesn't, want it anymore, and you have to come up with a new design. So the shelf life of them is pretty fast, and you always have to kind of be ahead of the ahead of the curve, if you will, to go and keep making a lot of money with this. However, it can be stable if you plan it out correctly. If you get, 50 different designs made within a single week, well, guess what? You have 50 designs. If one goes, then you go to the next one and the next one, the next one. So it's not that complicated. It's just that you're always going to have to kind of go and keep on getting new designs to make this really work. And white labeling, okay? This is a completely different type of e-commerce business model, and it's mainly associated with Amazon fulfillment by Amazon, okay? So kind of keep that in mind. So this is where you get a product and put your logo on it and custom packaging and get a few hundred or maybe 1,000 units delivered to your house, office, or in another instance, Amazon's warehouse, so they can or you can fulfill and ship it out. So that's white labeling. Now, we're not going to be talking about this here, but this is also another option that you have. So what I want to do right now is actually hop into AliExpress and show you different t-shirt campaigns and more so print on demand campaigns so you get a firm grasp of what it actually is. So now we're on AliExpress, and this is where drop shipping products come from, okay? So essentially, let's just take a look at headphones. So if we search headphones, you're going to see right over here 165,150 results. That means there's a ton of products that you can go ahead and tap into. Now, again, I like to typically sort this over here more so in a block view or grid view, if you will, to go and see multiple different products all at one time. So 3 typically at one time. And then what I'll do is I'll actually sort by, okay, and do orders. Now the reason I do that is because I want to see if I'm going in and trying to sell headphones, I want to see, and we're going to talk about this in the research video, how many orders we have. But again, for now, I just want to show you that this is literally the ability, the products that you have. You have the ability to come here and get these products. So these headphones right here for $2.20 a piece, right? You can go and add to cart, you can buy and literally sell these right to your potential customer or visitor on your site. So again, these are literally very, very cheap, as in cost-wise for you, because they are manufactured in China. They're coming from China. And you can list it on your site for $19 or maybe $10, whatever it is. So you can have these right on your site. Guess what? Somebody buys it, you come right here. All you have to do is just click buy now, enter in your credit card information, and then have it sent as the shipping address to the customer that purchased from you. So it's pretty simple, okay? The dropshipping model, very, very simple, nothing complex about it. Now if we take a look at Teespring, this is a print-on-demand platform, okay? So as a matter of fact, I'll even show you Gear Bubble. So you have Teespring, you have Gear Bubble, you have, let's just say, Custom Cat, you have Printful, etc. So what you can do is, let's say for Gear Bubble, for example, and all of them, okay, all of them will typically have a best sellers. So holiday staff picks, recommended, holiday, they have iPhone, let's just see here. You can actually just search Teespring, okay, Teespring best sellers, all right? And then what you can do is you can do shop/best selling, all right? And these are gonna be the same for pretty much everybody. You're gonna see, yep, so you're gonna see Texas Women Strong. So all they're doing is they created a shirt that has Texas on it, and it says strong, okay, right within it, right within the Texas state itself. And then they're selling it for $24, and they're targeting women that live in Texas for Hurricane Harvey relief. So essentially, this is literally this is a print-on-demand shirt. Okay, so you can expect your package to arrive 10 to 13 days after the time expires. So the way Teespring works is this one is I assume it was a crowd-funded type of campaign. So essentially they had to hit a certain amount of money before all the shirts were printed. Now I think you can just buy now and it'll automatically send it right to you. So just kind of understand that's what it means by that. It doesn't take 10 to 14 days for this to be shipped out. Not at all. It will ship out within 2 to 3 days. The customer will have it within 2 to 4 days, ideally. So Gear Bubble, again, there's tons and tons of different different platforms, but I'm just showing you over here. This one is owned by a good friend of mine, Don Wilson. So categories, top sellers, all right, print on demand. You can print on mugs, you can print on necklaces, you can print on shirts. Again, these are the top sellers that you see right here. So this one, 11,445 sold to my wife. I love you then, I love you still, always have, always will. So again, this is print on demand. Somebody just got this designed right here, and it's pretty simple. You can see how many they sold. Teespring used to show that as well. Unfortunately, they do not anymore. But you can take a look at Printful, Custom Cat. There's so many that you can do. So right over here, this is another campaign with just a t-shirt. Somebody got this designed, right? Over 3,400 sold. $24.95, hoodie $39.95, and it perhaps costs around $7 to $8 for just this one to be sold. So essentially, if they're making, let's just say $15 on average, so I'm going to whip out the handy dandy calculator right here. So we have 3,700 sold. Let's just say on average of, let's go with $13. This campaign generated $48,100 net for this particular person. So again, there's a lot that you can do with print on demand. There's also a lot that you can do with drop shipping. It's kind of it's more so which one is the better of both evils, if you will, because you need designs for one, and the other one comes from China, which takes a little bit longer time to actually go ahead and get delivered. However, if I were to give you my opinion, my truthful, honest opinion, I would say start off with print on demand right now because of how easy it is to target. Because if you go and you create a shirt that is geared towards, let's just say, women that love pit bulls and Gatorade, okay? So again, I just picked something random. You can have, like a Gatorade bottle. You can have a woman drinking a Gatorade bottle and she's walking a pit bull at the same time. And guess what? You can target women that like pit bulls and Gatorade at the same time. So it becomes super easy for you to target. However, if you're trying to sell headphones, you're going to have to do a mass targeting, more so a general targeting, and let Facebook's Pixel do the rest for you. I know that sounds confusing, but in the end, after you watch all of these videos, you'll understand what I mean. Make sure you watch this entirely one time and then rewatch it again, because things that I'm saying right now will make sense later on after you get all the principles of, e-commerce. So again, right now, what I want to let you know is those are your different type of business models that you have. And drop shipping is AliExpress, and then print on demand is, like Teespring, Printful, Gearbubble, etc. So let's move into the next video where I talk about picking your niche and products and how to do the research behind it.